I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive, where you'll find great stories simply told. Who first realized Americans needed to learn to swim? Water is a good friend or a deadly enemy, said Wilbert E. Longfellow, a former newspaper reporter who spent many years during the early 20th century teaching Americans about water safety. As a young reporter in Providence, Rhode Island, Longfellow kept having to write stories about drowning victims along the waterfront. In that era, children were largely unsupervised and many fell off docks or into rivers. Accidents also happened with steamboats. Life preservers were rare and women were hampered by their clothing. Voluminous skirts were heavy and the fabric tended to float upward, covering a woman's face and arms. This made it even more difficult for a person in the water to fight to survive. In 1904, the paddleboat, the General Slocum, was taking 1,300 people on a Sunday church outing. The boat caught fire and the people jumped into the water to save themselves. More than 1,000 people died in that tragedy. Reporter Wilbert Longfellow knew that most communities lacked clean swimming sites for the public. People needed access to water to learn to swim. He started visiting local facilities in Rhode Island. He convinced several of them to provide time for children to come each day for swimming instruction. In New York, a U.S. Volunteer Life-Saving Corps heard what Longfellow was doing, and they hired him to run their New York chapter. Shortly after, he was hired by the American Red Cross to run their water safety program. Longfellow came up with 3 guidelines that could be implemented nationwide. Teach a core group of swimmers life-saving techniques, provide large-scale swimming instruction to community members of all ages, encourage operators of swimming facilities to hire lifeguards. This was not standard practice at that time. Above all, Longfellow believed that swimmers should enjoy the water, but respect it. With kids, he often taught swimming by creating water pageants like The Princess Learns to Swim or A Water Circus. Until he retired from the Red Cross in 1947, Longfellow's enthusiasm, knowledge, teaching skills, and showmanship made him a natural leader. During his time with the Red Cross, he cut the nationwide drowning statistics in half. When someone asked him why he did what he did, Longfellow answered, "Every man needs a hobby. Mine is live people. I don't like to see drowned ones. Let's keep more of them alive." I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive. Look around and see what inspires you.